Welcome back to Living Local on this Wellness Wednesday. It's time to let the beet drop in your smoothie, that is. Smoothies can pack amazing flavor while being a powerhouse of nutritional benefits. Today we're discovering one recipe that proves beets just can't be beat. Joining us in studio today, Hy-Vee registered dietitian Nina Struss. Beets are a delicious summertime vegetable. I'm in such a love affair right now with beets, Nina. I mean, I was so beside myself when I found out we got to do this segment on beets. But often they're very underutilized or even not liked at all. Why do you think that is?
Yeah, they're just kind of overlooked, I think, a lot of times on the grocery store shelves. But you know, they definitely have a unique flavor. That's one way to put it. Beets are, I always say, they're very earthy.
Right way to put it.
Right, yeah. Some people say they taste like dirt, and I don't like to, say that, but definitely very earthy. But the cool thing about beets is that, you can try them raw, you can cook them, that brings out the natural sugars, so it's a little bit of a sweeter option too. So it's just, sometimes we get stuck in a rut and we pick the same things over and over again, and so unless you really love beets, it's not typically one that's included all the time.
I tend to juice mine, and that really kind of helps me get it down as well.
Yes.
It gets past that earthy flavor in a quick way.
Yeah, that's a great option.
Yeah. So how can athletes in particular, and I've heard of this, how do they benefit from drinking or eating or consuming beets?
Yes, so nitrates naturally occur in some of our vegetables, and they're particularly high in beets. And nitrates in our body get converted to nitric oxide, which is really beneficial in terms of helping to increase blood flow and oxygen to our muscles, as well as it helps our mitochondria, so basically our cells' powerhouses, and helps us to perform more efficiently. So those are kind of super key words that athletes want to hear when they are doing any sort of athletic performance.
I read once that like a triathlete consumed 2 cups of beet juice a day and increased his time on his bike riding and in his triathlon.
There's some really great research out there supporting it for sure.
It's really great to know. In addition to their nitrate content, what other nutritional benefits does a single beet have? Yeah,
so beets are a great source. They have 2 grams of fiber for 1 beet, depending on the size, of course. But they are also a good source of potassium and sodium, which, as we know, are electrolytes. So, this time in the summertime when it's super hot outside, maybe we need some electrolyte replenishment, could be a good option. Like you said, throwing it into your juice or your smoothies. They're also rich in potassium, which is really great in helping to lower our blood pressure. And then a great source of vitamin C. I feel like every time I come on here, I'm talking about ways to boost our immune system.
Yes.
Vitamin C is one of them. So another great thing that you can add to your food.
That's amazing. So usually we think of bananas when we think of potassium. So now we can also think about beets as well.
Yes.
That's so good to know. For folks who aren't quite ready to take that bite and launch right into the raw beet, they make a great ingredient into a smoothie.
Yes.
Can you show us how to make a purple beet smoothie?
Yeah, so this is one of my favorite smoothies, for sure. I teach kids in the summertime, and usually by the 3rd week of being with them, I know who my picky eaters are, and this is my test. Usually I can get all of them to drink it and love it. And so it's super simple. You actually start with about a half of a banana. Bonus if you can have the banana be frozen. It's great for all of those nasty bananas that have turned brown. You want a little container of vanilla yogurt, Greek if you can. I picked my pick of the month, which is that Dannon vanilla Greek yogurt in there. And again, super kid friendly because the kids could be doing this right along with you right now, right? And then of course our superpower, super food, the beets. This is a 1 kind of medium beet, so I would only put
right here.
Yeah, so it typically calls for about a small beet, so I'm only going to put about half in there, but you can kind of judge if you really like beets. It depends on what you like. About a half a cup of pineapple, you can do fresh or frozen.
That's going to make that nice and sweet.
Yes, and then a half a cup of strawberries. So great kid-friendly foods that they already probably know what they taste like, and then a little bit of honey in there to kind of help bring out a little bit the sweetness as well. And then we're just gonna, the thing that I love about this smoothie too is the color. As you're going to see, it's going to transform. You can kind of see in
bright,
there.
beautiful color.
Right.
It's a natural dye, so you don't ever have to worry about preservatives and dyes in the kids' food.
Exactly. So you would just process that up. It gets really nice and smooth. This beautiful pink magenta color, and we eat with our eyes first, usually then our nose, then our mouth. you're going to really entice the kids and the adults too.
It looks so good. I cannot wait to try it. I hope that I get to. I wanted to ask you about this Better Beet made with organic beet. Now, is this a powder, dehydrated?
Yes, so it is beet powder, and it has a little bit of dried like apple juice with it, citric acid to kind of help with flavoring, and a little bit of stevia. So that's really great for athletes who maybe want to take some. You can mix it in with water, or if you just don't have beets laying around, you could add it to a smoothie. You could add it to a green juice or something like that. I've tried it. Not a fan of beets, and that actually tastes really good.
Yeah, that looks fabulous, and it's a quick, easy way to consume. So what makes this smoothie ever so kid-friendly, just beside the color?
So beside the color, ingredients that are familiar to them, right? So most of our kids are familiar with bananas, pineapple, strawberries, and then a lot of kids love yogurt. So that's kind of the best thing, is to incorporate something new, especially if it's brand new to them, with things that are familiar to them. It's also going to be on the sweeter side, so it's going to help cover up a little bit of that earthy flavor of the beet, but you're still going to taste it.
Right. Just a little hint of beet.
Yes, exactly.
For our day. Nina, thank you so much for being on Living Local today. This has been a fabulous beet information. I can't beat the information that you just gave me today. For more information, visit Hy-Vee.com. We'll also have those details posted on ourquadcities.com.